Have you ever read a book about how to do something, but the book's approach isn't feasible in practice? If so, stay tuned to know how to detect BS. The purpose of this presentation is to verify whether the author will deliver what he promises and make sure what the author communicates is logical before we accept what he says and apply it. Today in this presentation, we will be talking about discovering the main sentence of a book, making a book outline, and lastly, finding the author's intention. After doing a quick investigative reading of a book, you should have a general idea of what it is about. You should write a short paragraph, 2 or 3 lines, and the summary can be stated in many ways. There's not a one way to do that. And if it's difficult for you to summarize the book on paper, you should speak with someone and summarize the book in a few sentences. And also maybe the person who is with you will have some questions, and that will help you have a clarity about what the main point of the book is. You can't understand how a computer, human body, or car functions without knowing how its components work. All the components work together to make the whole function. Thus, knowledge of the inner workings of an entire system will enable you to pinpoint problems within it. And it's the same thing for a book. In this slide, we observe a diagram illustrating how arguments of a book relate to each other while at the same time they are linked to the author's main thesis. By making an outline of a book, we identify all its components, the main thesis, and its supporting arguments. This will allow us to assess whether the arguments made by the author support the selling points written on his or her book cover. Here's a few things to bear in mind when making a book outline. Make your own. A table of content can guide you while you make yours, but don't rely only on the author's structure because he or she can have an agenda. In order to discover the author's intention, you need to ask yourself, what's the problem the author wants to solve? The questions will be different according to the type of book you're reading. Here are the questions usually asked by authors in theoretical books and practical books. You can pause the video to take note of the questions and see examples of titles in each category. Next week, we'll be releasing part 2. We will get deeper in the text. Tell us in the comments which books you didn't enjoy reading and why. Thank you so much for listening. Please like the video if you got any value out of it, and subscribe to be notified of new videos. Have a great week.